And here is the Artist's Almanac for February 19th, 2018. It's the birthday of American director John Frankenheimer, born on this day in 1930 in Queens, New York. Frankenheimer was an American film and television director known for social dramas and action suspense films. Among his credits were Birdman of Alcatraz, The Manchurian Candidate, 7 Days in May, and Ronin of 1998. Frankenheimer won 4 consecutive Emmy Awards in the 1990s for the television movies Against the Wall, The Burning Season, Andersonville, and George Wallace, which also received a Golden Globe Award. He was considered one of the last remaining directors who insisted on having complete control over all elements of production, making his style unique in Hollywood. Frankenheimer's 30 feature films and over 50 plays for television were notable for their influence on contemporary thought. He became a pioneer of the modern-day political thriller, having begun his career at the peak of the Cold War. Frankenheimer's career reached its zenith with the release of his 1962 neo-noir classic, The Manchurian Candidate, starring Frank Sinatra, Janet Leigh, and Angela Lansbury. The Manchurian Candidate concerns the brainwashing of Raymond Shaw, the son of a prominent political family who becomes an unwitting assassin in an international communist conspiracy. Government officials from China and the Soviet Union follow Shaw around the world to brainwash him based on their theory that an assassin who has been brainwashed can't feel fear or guilt. The film was released in the United States on October 24, 1962, at the height of the U.S.-Soviet hostility during the Cuban Missile Crisis. But more importantly, it was tragically prophetic, as the plot revolves around a hostile foreign power's Trojan horse plot to insert its own man into the White House, a nightmare we're all witness to today, whether you think so or not. In 1994, The Manchurian Candidate was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress. It's a great film, and you ought to see it. John Frankenheimer died of complications from back surgery in 2002 at the age of 72. Today is also the birthday of actor, musician, and playwright Jeff Daniels, born in 1955 in Clark County, Georgia. Daniels made his film debut in Ragtime in 1981, and his credits include Terms of Endearment, Arachnophobia, Gettysburg, The Hours, Good Night and Good Luck, Looper, Steve Jobs, and many more. Daniels also received Golden Globe Award nominations for Best Actor for his performances in The Purple Rose of Cairo, Something Wild, and one of my all-time favorites, The Squid and the Whale. I could go on about Daniels' accolades, his runaway success with the Dumb and Dumber franchise, his important work in theater not only as an actor but as a playwright and impresario. But I won't. Instead, and in light of our 19th school shooting of 2018, yes, 2018, I'll play for you the opening scene of HBO's acclaimed series The Newsroom. Here is the great Jeff Daniels.
With a straight face, you're going to tell students that America is so star-spangled awesome that we're the only ones in the world who have freedom? Canada has freedom. Japan has freedom. The UK, France, Italy, Germany, Spain, Australia, Belgium has freedom. So 207 sovereign states in the world, like 180 of them have freedom. All right. And yeah, you, sorority girl, just in case you accidentally wander into a voting booth one day, there's some things you should know. And one of them is, there is absolutely no evidence to support the statement that we're the greatest country in the world. We're 7th in literacy, 27th in math, 22nd in science, 49th in life expectancy, 178th in infant mortality, 3rd in median household income, number 4 in labor force, and number 4 in exports. We lead the world in only 3 categories: number of incarcerated citizens per capita, number of adults who believe angels are real, and defense spending, where we spend more than the next 26 countries combined, 25 of whom are allies. Now, none of this is the fault of a 20-year-old college student, but you nonetheless are, without a doubt, a member of the worst generation ever. So when you ask what makes us the greatest country in the world, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Yosemite? Sure used to be. We stood up for what was right. We fought for moral reasons. We passed laws, struck down laws for moral reasons. We waged wars on poverty, not poor people. We sacrificed, we cared about our neighbors, we put our money where our mouths were, and we never beat our chest. We built great big things, made ungodly technological advances, explored the universe, cured diseases, and we cultivated the world's greatest artists and the world's greatest economy. We reached for the stars, acted like men. We aspired to intelligence. We didn't belittle it. It didn't make us feel inferior. We didn't identify ourselves by who we voted for in the last election, and we didn't scare so easy. We were able to be all these things and do all these things because we were informed by great men, men who were revered. First step in solving any problem is recognizing there is one. America is not the greatest country in the world anymore. Enough?
Let's all do something about the gun problem we have in this country. Before casting your next vote, I challenge you to ask each and every one of your representatives from the bottom up this question. What is your plan to stop gun violence? Thanks for listening. Be kind, do good work, and until next time.